My name is BreJeanna Webb, and I'm a fellow EXP realtor. Before I got into real estate, I started with credit repair. And so what kind of propelled me into real estate was the fact that 98% of the people that I work with, once I ask them what's the main reason why you want to get your credit fixed, they always say, I want to buy a house. So for me, it only made sense, especially in 2020, to go get my license when so many changes were happening and be able to position myself to help my clients further in the journey. So as a realtor, I do want to make this a little bit informal. How many people do you all come across that want to buy, they talk about buying, but they're not credit worthy? They go to the loan officer and they're not ready. And a lot of times the loan officer may send them to someone to go get their credit fixed, and then they never come back to you. And so for me, being able to have this service, it keeps them in my pipeline throughout the journey. So a little bit about me in this services. I was a product of the product. I used these services first, and I saw almost a 90-point increase in my credit score within the first 2.5 months. I got so excited, and I started telling everybody about how they can get their credit fixed. And so I found out very, very quickly that I was not the only one walking around as an adult with poor credit and not knowing what to do. So I felt like I had an answer, and I felt like I was a slash between Harriet Tubman and Moses. And I got delivered, I got free, delivered, and I got free. And so I started going out there and telling other people to help them know that they don't have to live like that. People don't have to have stuff on their credit for 7 to 10 years and feel like that you're you just have to live like that. That is not the case. So that's a little bit about me and how I've gotten started with these services. I am going to share my screen, and I'm going to kind of tailor this presentation to us as realtors, and why it's very, very important as a realtor to either have this in your back pocket or have close access to these services, because they will always bring value to your current clients, your future clients, and even your old clients once they get done and they're still by their homes. So let me know if you got any questions. Drop it in the chat. If I'm saying something good that you can identify with, drop it in the chat. I don't want to feel like I'm talking to myself, and I love that interaction.
I have a question right off the bat.
Yes, ma'am.
And it has to do with bankruptcy. That has to stay on your credit, or is there a way to remove that as well?
There is a way. Let me see. Yeah, I don't want to share. I pushed the wrong thing. There is a way to remove it, and you can remove it. What you can do is slideshow. Here we go. What you can do is it has to be closed and discharged for 2 years. After 2 years, it can legally be disputed to be removed. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that anything, that means bankruptcies, that means child support. A lot of people don't think child support can be removed. Anything negative, erroneous, old, or obsolete can be, or unverifiable, can be removed from your credit profile. Because the thing is, the credit bureaus are privately owned companies, and they make money by buying and selling your information. And they're separately owned companies. So I do hope that I answered your question. The company that I work with is United Credit Education Services. And again, keep in mind, I will be skipping some of these slides. So the company is founded in 2004. We do have a very unique program where we have our services, of which you're going to see, and this opportunity to take advantage of the services and earn extra money with it together. And it's a complete debt-free company. So the beautiful thing about being a debt-free company is our company loves to give back to the not only its own agents and make sure that we're debt-free, but also to our communities as well. And we have the same key executives. There's no revolving door in our company, same key executives, okay? I don't really want to dig into why credit is important. We as realtors know that credit is super important. And I'm kind of going through this while I'm talking, but it's super important because we're dealing with people on a daily basis that want to get their credit together. And here's some statistics. Want to get their credit together, but they are just not, want to buy a house, want to buy a house, want to buy a car, but they're just not financially fit. So these are some statistics that we're kind of going to skim over really quickly. And I want to get to, and here it talks about the effects, the physical effects of credit. I am going to get to our protection plan and the benefits of credit, okay? So let's talk about our protection plan. So when someone comes to me, they're saying, hey, I want to fix my credit. But what they don't know is they're going to get more than just credit restoration. They're going to get a protection plan, an award-winning protection plan that not only provides credit restoration, but you're going to get budgeting. Because we know managing your money affects your credit, right? We're going to get credit restoration where we leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act to dispute everything negative, old, erroneous, or obsolete off your credit. They're going to get credit builder because credit is more than just taking stuff off you all. It is about building your credit as well. And we educate you on building your credit. And not only is credit builder educating you on that, it's a financial vault. You are in Credit Builder, there's a tab, Forms and Documents, where you have over $10,000 worth of legal documents that come in your protection plan. You could save it on your computer, have it forever, and it came with your protection plan. You have access to credit attorneys. Not only do you have access to credit attorneys, a lot of people talk about how these, especially now you are tax season, these collectors are coming out by the droves because they know people are getting their taxes. But what people don't realize is they don't have to be bullied by these collectors. They are not, you don't have to go just pay these collectors because the truth of the matter is you never had an agreement with these bill collectors. And then we have our credit monitoring system because we know in America, every 2 seconds in America, somebody's credit is hacked. And the thing is, with excellent credit, you become more of a target. Debt payoff system. This is huge as realtors, that DTI, which affects how much somebody can qualify for. Now you have a tool to help a person be able to get out of debt quicker, decrease that DTI in a shorter period of time with the same amount of money that they're paying. A financial lockbox is a virtual safety deposit box, which is somewhere instead of hiding all your documents in a box under your bed or someone physically in the house. We live in Houston, y'all. What do? We have floods. We have all kinds of stuff in Houston. So hide some of your house may not be the best place to hide it, but this is a virtual place where you can assign 2 people to have access to it in case something were to happen. And now they have access to all of your important documents. Identity monitoring, that talks about, our identity being stolen. And that's powered by Allstate, everybody. We have quality services brought together in a protection plan at the lowest rate, most economical rate for any consumer to take advantage of. And then our net worth system. The thing about net worth is, and we're in real estate, right? A lot of us are not just trying to sell people houses, but we're trying to get in real estate ourselves, create a legacy for ourselves. And so net worth helps you to determine where you are because we know Jay-Z's net worth, Beyonce's net worth, but a lot of times we don't know our own net worth. And the thing is, if you really want to create a true blueprint of where you're going, you got to know where you're starting. So your net worth calculator makes it very, very clear of where you're starting so you can create a clear vision of where you're going and how to get there. And then our savings goal. This is really good for your clients. Our savings go to begin to save towards their new home, save towards, even afterwards, save towards the things that they want to do in their home, that budgeting tool. I tell my clients, you know what? Find out, you can use a mortgage calculator and see how much your projected mortgage is. And from there, start paying that now. So say if your projected mortgage is $2,500, but right now you're only paying $2,000 in rent. Go ahead and start taking the $2,500 out of your money and take the extra $500 because you're getting used to that whole $2,500 a month. So it won't be a big shock to you. Take that additional $500, put it in your savings. Put it towards your down payment. Put it towards furniture. Put it towards something so that you can get used to paying that $500 a month. So using that budgeting and savings together. And then for those existing clients that you have, you should ask them, hey, you have an asset now. So do you have your will, your trust, your medical and financial power of attorney already set up? Most people don't because it's too expensive. So this is an opportunity to take advantage of the protection plan and now create your own estate planning at a fraction of the cost with dealing with attorneys. And when you're done, the attorneys will actually send it to you. All you got to do is get it notarized, and now you have that legal binding document, because we know that a will can be contested, but now you got that trust to protect your will and your wishes, and nobody can contest that thing. And then, of course, your medical and financial power of attorney. I say, y'all, this is the biggest peacemaker, especially in our communities, the biggest peacemaker, because nobody can fight over what your wishes have already established. And then YFL Family Men is a great program, you all, to educate our children, educate our grandchildren, those who are coming behind us, so that they won't be like me, who, when I went to college and I got that signed free t-shirt, if you sign up for this Capital One card, not knowing what I was signing up with, who can concur with me? Not knowing what I was signing up for, getting that credit card, didn't know what credit really was, didn't know how to handle credit, and completely destroyed my credit in my early 20s and late teens, going into the college lifestyle, not knowing. Now we educate our children on the matters of finances and credit, so that they will not redo and remake those same mistakes. So the beautiful thing about our company is it is a generational curse breaking company. It tries to break those things, same mistakes that we had, tries to educate our children so that they would not fall into the same booby traps that many of us have fallen into. And of course, a bonus service that you would get after your 3 months into the company is Rocket Lawyer. So as business owners, we're all business owners as realtors, right? A lot of us may be business owners in the investment industry, and we need contracts. We need to talk with a lawyer to see if we're handling our business correctly. Well, Rocket Lawyer is a bonus service that we get as we go on with these services, and our payment decreases. So that's a brief run through of our services. And here I just broke everything down so we don't have to do all of that. Let's talk about how credit is calculated. This is something really good to talk about with your clients, to understand how credit is calculated. Number one is your pay.
Number one, before you go any further, see if anybody has any questions. You just going a mile a minute, girl.
Oh, well, we're recording, so, I go for it because I really don't want to hold everybody, because I know that your time is precious.
Anybody have any questions about what she went over so far?
No questions yet.
Okay.
Chandra said. So talking about how credit is calculated, you guys, this is really, 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 really huge and really important for us as realtors to learn and to understand. The first way your credit is calculated is your payment history. We've heard grandma and mom say, pay your bills on time. And this is why, you are. If it is reported to the credit bureaus, make sure you pay it on time. And matter of fact, pay it early, because one late payment can drop your credit score 50 to 100 points. And if it's like a mortgage, it could drop it up to 150 points. It could be catastrophic for your credit score. So you want to make sure that your clients is paying their bills on time, because it can break your deal. The second thing you want to make sure that they're doing is not leaving high balances on their credit cards. So something you want to educate your clients is, hey, if you got a $2,000 credit card, if you need all $2,000, it's okay to use all $2,000. However, you better have a plan to be able to pay that $2,000 off and pay it off before that statement date. So it's very, very important. I know we've heard it time and time before to stay under 30% of a credit card, but I'm going to tell you, especially when you're looking to buy a house, you want to stay under 10%, more like 7 or 8%. And then length of history. A lot of people like to close credit cards because they get mad at them. They don't like interest rates and they don't like this and that. But the truth of the matter is you don't want to close your credit cards. You may decrease your usage in it, but don't close them, because the length of history is 15% of how your credit is determined. And if you manage your credit card, you don't like the interest rate, guess what? Once you get started with me, I can actually educate you and how you can use your credit cards and never even never even be charged the interest rate. And then, of course, those new credit inquiries, you want to be careful with those because that is 10% of your credits, and you want to keep those inquiries very, very low. And a lot of people ask, can inquiries be taken off? I tell absolutely they can, but you want to be careful. You never want to take an inquiry off that is attached to an open account. But people going into these car dealerships, which I highly advise you don't do, go into these car dealerships and have your credit ran by a dealership, because a lot of times they will run your credit multiple times and really mess up your credit. I highly suggest that you go to a credit union and walk in there with your check already written out, knowing what you want. You tell them what you want and not allow them to tell you what they're going to give you. And then types of credit, you want that variety of revolving and installment credit. So we went over this, we went over that. I went through it, I already talked about it. So let's talk about the price and Rocket Lawyer. So I told you after that 4th month, you get Rocket Lawyer. So to get started, well, this is about Rocket Lawyer. I kind of already told you about that, and I'm going to tell you, we're going to get to the price in a minute. So some additional services that you get, you all, is travel discounts. I know Vanda loves to travel, right? This is just additional bonuses. And the beautiful thing about our company is it really is about saving money. It really is about you having more money in your pocket than you're giving away. So they add bonus services to help you keep more money in your pocket. So just as a bonus, they do have travel discounts that you can take advantage of. And then they also have prescription discount cards. This has been huge with the pandemic and people losing their job and not having insurance. This has really stepped up for a lot of people and helped them to continue to take care of their health needs at a major discount. And so this is something big y'all want to perk your ears up with. We have some trade lines to help people build their credit. Most of our clients may be coming from situations that they're renting. So we have a program called Credit My Rent, where you can use your rental history as a trade line, because most often than not, the thing is you faithful about their paying their rent on time, but it is not reporting to the credit bureau. So now you have the opportunity to go back 2 years of your rental history and get it reported to the credit bureau. And say, hypothetically, if you've been living there 5 years, it can say you have 5 years, but it's going to show 24 months of good payment history, potentially boosting your credit score at the low end of 50 to 70 points. So you may have someone that don't need credit restoration. They need a credit boost. Listen, Credit My Rent can be reported within 30 days, really depending on that landlord or their rental, their apartment complex, really just verifying your rental history and getting it on there very, very quickly. So this is a great quick way to build your credit and your client's credit for those extra points that they may need to really get that good optimum loan. So if you as a realtor, this makes you look good because you care about them and their interest rates. So you're providing a service to get a higher credit score, decreasing their interest rates because now they qualify for a better loan, right? We know that dealing in the loan space, they have tiers of loans. And I know Vanda can speak with that a little more by her being in that space. So this is kind of a roadmap. And we also provide a secure credit card. If you have someone that needs to build credit, but they don't want an inquiry, our secure credit card is dope, y'all. It's so dope that I have several credit cards, but I got it for myself. Why? Because it has cashback rewards. It has, now I'm talking a secure credit card. This is unprecedented. It has cashback rewards. Not only does it have cashback rewards, but it also has, it converts to a unsecured credit card in 4 months versus the industry standard of 6 months. So 2 months before the industry standard, they have an unsecured credit card and their credit limit has increased, completely significantly increasing their credit score. So they'll get their own portal for the services. You get your own app. They can do everything from their phone, making it easily accessible as well. So let's talk about the price for a client to get started. You know, I hear people saying, oh, I got somebody clean my credit and I paid them $500, $600, $700, $1,500. Crazy. Our company, a client can get started for a one-time setup fee of $188. That first 1 through 3. So the month you get started and 2 more months, $89 a month. No contract, okay? The client can cancel at any time. After that 3rd month's payment, you all, that payment goes down to $69 a month. Not only does it go down $69 a month, but they get Rocket Lawyer. And so all the services that Rocket Lawyer encompasses, they've getting more value for less now. So all of this value is making you look really, really good for yourself. The clients feel really, really good about what they're investing in because it's an investment in their life, in their future. And so ongoing, if they want to keep it, because I've had clients on for a couple of years, I'm like, wow, they're really sticking with it. But their price goes down to $49 a month for all of these services to protect their life, to protect their family, their future, their credit, and all of these things. So it is a huge power pack, compact value for a small price. Now, we have a referral program for our clients. This is unprecedented. How many times have you went out to a restaurant or a good movie or somewhere and told somebody about your good experience and they went and experienced it? You get nothing for it. But our company is very, very different. For our clients, they go out and tell people about the protection plan. Somebody comes back to you or to myself and get started with these services. And 5 of their family and friends get started. Their monthly fee is waived, you all. They get all of these services free and clear as long as their family and friends continue to use the services. They don't pay. So this is a huge incentive for them to get their services for free. But for me, as an agent, it's a great opportunity and new door I've gotten 5 people started. I've gotten paid for 5 additional people I was not expecting. And if they're here in Houston, you already know I'm asking, what is the main reason why you want to get your credit fixed? And if they say buy a house, my next question is, are you working with a realtor? If they say no, now I got a new lead when it comes to real estate. So it's a huge benefit to me. And then not only does our company, I briefly mentioned it when I first started talking, the fact that they are a debt-free company, and not only do they give handsomely back to us as agents, but they give back to the community as well. So how do they do that? $9, $80 goes to the business, $9 goes to the protection plan. So that's what the $89 is for. And then we partner to give back to the community. We go into the schools, y'all. If y'all know educators, we're happy about going into the schools to educate our children on the matters of credit and finance at age appropriate levels. And when we're allowed to do so, we actually give them scholarships. I say forget box tops. Let us come in and educate these kids on the matters of credit and finance. And every 35 kids they're able to educate, they will give the school $500 scholarship after the program is done. So we have schools out there getting thousands of dollars in scholarships just by allowing them to educate kids about credit and finances. Grades 5 through 9, as you see, that is our Youth and Financial Literacy Program. Not only do they do the Youth and Financial Literacy Program, we have a scholarship. I want you to mark your calendars. Every year around October, they open up the Youth and Financial Literacy Scholarship. And so as of 2020, going into 2021, they gave away $600,000. My daughter was a recipient of the scholarship. She won $5,000 just by writing an essay. The top prize winner, she won $35,000.
Wow.
A scholarship just by entering in. There's no pre-qualification. There's no grades limit, none of that stuff. You just write about financial literacy and take a financial literacy exam to enter It opens in October, it closes in December, and every year they're giving away. They did it. We will find out who won for 2021 at our big convention coming in August. So this is, corporate. These big corporate companies don't give away that much, but we've been able to do it throughout the pandemic, even because we're a debt-free company. And so that is an amazing thing to be able to talk with your educators, people that you may work with in schools that have a passion to educate. This is a big advantage to be able to push into schools. And of course, it makes me talking to the teachers look good that I have something so big to provide for their schools. And so here is some of the results. I'm going to just pinpoint just one that really applies to us, and that would be Roger in Texas. He said, amazing. I signed up as a customer, and within 2 months, I had 11 items deleted from my credit report. I had several mortgage late payments that were updated to reflect pay as agreed. As a result, I was able to refinance my home. This is a while back ago when the interest rates were quite high. Refinance my home, and I saved $750 a month on my mortgage. Let's think about, again, these existing clients that we have. And I was able to drop that interest rate from 14.75% to 5.75%. Thanks a million, United Credit Education Services, I finally can breathe again. So that is really exciting to be able to give somebody their life back and so much in their finances back. And then this just talks about the membership that just keeps on getting better. You sign up to today, you activate your services, and then you receive those loyalty benefits where over time, same services plus more services, and then your price goes lower and lower for the services. So I wanted you to really see the benefit of these services for yourself, maybe, or even your clients. Pre-clients where they're just trying to see if they want to do it, your existing clients to get them to a better interest rate, or your past clients that's already closed on their home, but now that you can give them something to give value ongoing to their home and their future. So less than $3 a day. That is the end of our services presentation. Any questions? I know I did talk really, really fast. Any questions? If anybody is interested in learning on how to become a representative and use this, we at EXP learned that multiple streams of income is a must, right? That's the thing that sent me to, that attracted me to EXP. The fact that I can earn money beyond just being able to help someone sell their house. We got multiple ways that we can take advantage of earning money. And so with this company, it also provides multiple ways as well. So if anybody is have any questions, if anybody's interested in learning, how do you earn income with this? How can I leverage this as a realtor and be able to earn income in between closings, especially if you're a full-time realtor? This is a great way to generate income in between closings. Anicia, you got a question? I see your hand up.
Yes, I have a question. Can you go back over, because you said because you kind of went through it kind of fast.
I know, yeah.
If you from 1 to 3, what service do you get? What services are added each additional month that you have it? What you get up front versus what you get the longer you pay your monthly fee.
Sure. And so I did share. Let me go back because there's a better screen to share that. I'll have to go back. Better screen to share that so that you can see. So 1 to 3, you getting all that. 12 services, months 1 to 3. On month 4, you still got all 13 of those services, but then you get Rocket Lawyer. So, and you can Google Rocket Lawyer. I've seen commercials for Rocket Lawyer for years. It is a great service. Have access to premium financial legal documents with Rocket Lawyer. You have access to attorneys. I was mentioning about the fact that we all are business owners. From time to time, we may need an attorney to go over some contracts or to go over something that we're doing. But, you know, instead of going out and paying an attorney $150 an hour or how much ever they charge, now we have Rocket Lawyer and we can give free consultations through them. And then we have, if you have to go extensive services with them, we get reduced rates with them because we're a member of Rocket Lawyer. So that's that month for that additional service that you get. And remember, the price, that monthly price is actually reduced to $69 a month instead of that $89 a month at month 4.
Okay, so this is Anisha again. I have another question. So if you decide to be a representative, how, in addition, what do you make for us referring people in addition to getting free services?
Okay, so my whole presentation, I will have to stop sharing this. My whole presentation is only about the services. So give me 1 second. And I can show you that. Okay, here we go.
Seems to be a lot cheaper than that other service, Lexington Law.
It is a lot cheaper, and you know the truth of it. Okay, so what makes us different than Lexington Law? But I mean, it's significantly different. Lexington Law, what they do is, and we get a lot of their clients, what they do is they'll do, so UCES is a nonprofit company. We have 2 arms in our company, UCES and UWE. UCES is a nonprofit company, and because it's a nonprofit company, they're able to dispute under different laws and guidelines, okay? And so Lexington Law, what they do is they're going to dispute 2 or 3 items, only 1 bureau at a time. So they spread out this, working on your credit for a year, year and a half, 2 years. Okay, now UCES, if you got 15 items on your credit, UCES is able to dispute all 15 items on your credit, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion all at the same time, significantly decreasing our time frame in which a client is using these services. So our turnaround is way quicker. We're not dragging people along. They're way cheaper than Lexington Law, and they provide way more. Lexington Law provides you with the credit restoration, and they provide you with the identity monitoring and maybe the credit monitoring, and that's it. And they're more. So you get a much more bigger value with us, and we're not dragging people along, because guess what? We're trying to get them from credit to close. You know, we're still working with those ready buyers, but I'm filling my pipeline, because in a couple of months, even though I'm still doing what I'm doing, I know people are going to be coming and ready to buy soon. Okay, so let me share my screen again and answer your question. And I will, Karanda, one of my business partners, is not on here. She was going to share this side of it. And so I will go ahead and move forward. So let's talk about my business testimony to show you the impact of this company for myself, okay? Here's talking about basically having money, always having money and money working for you. You can read that. And just like UWE, just like EXP, I do want to give that financial disclaimer right here. It takes work. We learned that in EXP, right? It takes hard work and dedication and leadership skills to be able to make any type of significant income. So let me give you that disclosure. So with our money, I don't have to tell you this because it's the same numbers. My testimony is, I told you all, my credit score jumped and I started telling everybody about these services. So by trade, I am an occupational therapy assistant. I do home health. And when I first started with this company 3.5 years ago, little after I started, the state of Texas voted to cut our pay by 30%. And so how they did it is at the end of 2018, They did the 15%, and then in 19, they did another 15%, you all. That 30% was drastic. And not only did they cut our pay by 30%, but they required us to do more. And so it was very, very painful in our pocket. And a lot of my colleagues, I had a colleague that had to do bankruptcy. I had a colleague that had a repo. I had another colleague had to move into an apartment. It was catastrophic. Well, at the time, I was so excited to tell people about getting a credit fix and get this extra money that when that pay cut came around, you all, I wasn't hit like them. I bought a new car. My kids, if anybody got kids, especially if they're in school and extracurricular activities, I was able to continue to keep my kids in extracurricular activities. I was able to move forward and got a new car just by telling people while I was still moving forward in life. So that extra stream of income made a big difference for me. And we know that this is a gig economy. Everybody trying to make some extra money. And so the beautiful thing about this is you can make extra money just by being friendly, like we do with real estate, telling people about real estate and being able to be your own boss. I'm not going to go into these things because us as EXP Realtors and making that extra stream of income, our mindset is already here. Our mindset is already looking at being our own boss and working from wherever, making that money as long as we got a computer and a phone. And we also understand the power of residual income versus linear income. We are not trading time for money, but we're leveraging our network, especially when we get our new mentees, right? We get new agents that's moving over. We understand what that residual income can do for our finances in our pocket. So to answer your question, we talked about Credit My Rent. These are some extra additional services that we have. To answer your question, let me go. Here we go. What does it look like as a realtor? Just telling somebody, hey, you don't have to, we can go ahead and get your credit together. I got a program that it can help you get your credit together. And then when you're ready, we can go ahead and help you buy. So every client that you refer to the company is going to give you $100 for a referral bonus. And then in addition, while they're getting a credit fix and they're paying their monthly payment on top of your initial $100, you all, you're going to get $12 residual income every time they make that monthly payment. So of course, in business, my goal is you don't have no monthly payment yourself. So we're going to go out and help 5 people. We already know 5 people that came to us, want to buy a house, but their credit was jacked up. So we're going to go back to them and say, hey, did you ever get your credit together? You're still wanting to buy a house? Have you done anything about your credit? Listen, I got a resource that can help you get your credit together. Let's go ahead and get you started. And so they get started with this program. And so we help 5 people because after I help 5 people, I know I'm not going to have no overhead, so to speak. So I help 5 people at $100 a pop. That's $500. Not only is that $500 initial additional cash, but every month that they make that payment, that's a $12 residual monthly payment. So that's $60 extra. If you're good friends with a mortgage professional, they have a whole bucket full of resource people that want to buy a house that's not credit worthy. You build a relationship with them, they trust you, they will start sending you leads out the wazoo. Trust me, I know. And so you get these leads, you plug them into the system, didn't work for them, and each month that $12 add up. You get 100 people now using these services. And how much is that? Right, that's $1,200. 10 people, that's $120. That'll help you maybe get your gas tank full, maybe once, maybe twice. Additionally, and it's something that you're really not working for because you've already got them plugged in. So that's one way. Another way, let's talk about if you have other friends that say, hey, I'm looking for a job, a second job. I got to make some more money. You say, you know what? Why get a second job when you can start a business? You can work from home. You can still do what you're doing, but now you have access to make money. So our customer acquisition bonus starts at $100, but it goes all the way up to $560, depending on your growth in the company. And so you help your new agent go get 2 customers. That new agent got 2 customers. They got $200. They're excited. But because you enroll them, depending on your where you are, your title in the business, you could be getting $100 just by them getting their $200, or all the way up to $560 just for that one new agent. And so it's up to you how you want to grow in this company. So for example, I am a regional sales director in this company. So for the same thing I did for $100, somebody gets started, I help them get their 2 clients that their family, their friends get started with these services. I get paid $430 for the same thing I did for $100. So that's another way that you can get paid. You may just want to focus on the services, or you may want to build and get more residual income for yourself. In addition to that, we have what's called a monthly infinity bonus. We have profit sharing with EXP. Well, this is our profit sharing with this company, and a monthly infinity bonus starts at the 3rd title in, which is sales director. Sales director, you're getting paid $380 per agent sign up. Not only are you getting paid $380, now you're getting a percentage of what everybody is doing in your business partner who's connected to you. So as sales director, you and your team, you're doing a minimum of $10,000 a month in group value, where you're going to get 0.5% of that. And so on. So if you pull out your calculator and start calculating, these numbers significantly increase. So it starts at about $50. But if you look down to Pinnacle, and we do have a young man, he's not even 30 yet, you are. Young guy in the Florida market, he's not even 30. He's at Pinnacle Senior Vice President. And he gets that monthly bonus of a 3% minimum of what him and his team is doing. I don't know if y'all pulled out that calculator yet, but if you did, you're going to see what that monthly bonus is. Did anybody pull that calculator out to see what that is? See what any of these numbers are? I like for people to see it for themselves, to understand what that profit sharing can look like for them and their family, and really getting into a place where they're debt free. Nobody pulled it out.
300,000.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We have a couple people there. It's quite amazing what the thing is with credit. Credit is not an option, right? Everybody needs excellent credit. It's just a matter of them knowing that you're the answer. So before we get to our R&R club, they have something to kind of put you on a path with a purpose. Once you start getting little gifts from the company, you know that you are on your way to something big. And so these are some things that you'll get at different levels with the company. But I want to jump over to our R&R club. So we have, different levels. Our first level is a $600 monthly expense bonus. Vanda just got that Tesla over there. Now the company is paying for that monthly payment. Levels 2 and 3, 10,000. Yes,
I can use that.
And this is all about helping people, you all, get their credit together, helping people get their life back.
Been on Zoom calls.
Janet, you on get on mute.
Turn it back up to me, and then I do my real estate. So I'm doing
Janet.
that, and then I had an AK. It's just been.
Hey, Janet. Janet.
Janet. Y'all for this past week.
We did.
I heard it wasn't.
Oh Lord, can you mute her, Vanda?
I'm calling.
As a matter of fact, her mom just told me that. Her mom just
How do I do that?
And she said, "Call."
Let me see
Participant. Hey, put yourself on mute. Bye.
Okay, you all. So level 1, it's about helping people. And I would tell you, there's nothing more empowering to have somebody come to you with a 400 and something credit score. Like my little cousin, I'm gonna give you a really good example. You know, family last people to trust you, right? So I had my little cousin come to me a few months back, and he had a 432 credit score maybe. And he did everything I told him to do. And in a matter of a couple of months, his credit score went up 200. I think his credit score is 457, 200 and something points. I actually have it on my Facebook page. And the fact that I was able to not only give him his life back, but teach him about credit gave him power and strength and confidence to know that there is a better way to live. And so level one, $600 monthly expense allowance. Level 2 through 3. Level 2 is they're going to give you a $10,000 bonus just by doing well in the company, and you and your team. This is not on you, but you and your team helping people get their credit together. Level 3 is a $1,500 car allowance. So we can get a couple Teslas if we want, or if we don't want to get anything, put that towards retirement, put that towards investment and building more income. Level 4 is a $25,000 cash bonus as well. So level 5 is a $50,000 cash bonus with the automobile upgrade. So you can have the opportunity to upgrade to a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, and now it's really the car of your choosing. They used to say Bentley and Rolls Royce, but it's whatever. But they pay a lot of money for that. But this one I like the most, especially as realtor life. Level 6 is a $5,000 monthly house payment. And so you can either pay that house off, get the house of your dreams, and the company pays your mortgage monthly. That is pretty awesome. Again, our company is debt-free, and its goal is to create more debt-free individuals. And then level 7 through 10 is our retirement bonus. It starts at $25,000 and it grows up to $100,000 a month to $250,000 a month. Again, let me say that again. Monthly retirement bonus. The $25,000 a month goes into the retirement vehicle of your choice. And then the monthly bonus of $100,000 to $200,000 a month, a monthly retirement. And so our company, again, is debt-free. It provides tools.
Go back to that last picture.
This one?
No, the picture of the people. That's me and my husband there.
Yes.
Our tans just haven't kicked in there. But that's
yes. So our company provides everything. It's a business in a box, you all. It provides 2 personalized websites, online back office support, live agent customer support. Because we're busy as realtors, send them customer support number and let them call, and they will help solve their problems. We get paid weekly, which is really cool. So whatever you do this week, next Thursday, you're getting paid. So that's really cool, especially when you're in a place where if you're not getting closings and you're not getting money, you're able to generate that money in between to be able to continue to move on with life and not have to cut back on things. We also provide a life insurance to qualify agents up to $100,000. No medical exam, which is really huge, and the company pays for it. Professional marketing materials, they already provide marketing materials. They provide commissions, rewards, and bonuses. Regional and national trainings, tax advantage, of which we understand tax advantages being in the space that we're in, and then the opportunity to help others. And so as an agent, guess what? The only difference in price for a customer is $111, you all. So you get all the services, everything that the customer gets. You're able to take advantage of all of it and only pay $111 more to get started. You got that $89 monthly, just like the customer. But guess what? We got that paid partnership as well. But guess what? We have that power of 5 as well. We help 5 people and get our services for free. Let me tell you how easy that is. I've been with this company for 3.5 years. 3.5 years. And I've never one time paid a monthly fee. I've had this company free and clear for 5 years. Why? Because credit is not an option and people need to get their credit fixed. They're just looking for an answer, somebody that they can trust that can help point them in the right direction. And as a business owner, you do get your own business website, business app, lead generation app. We got KB Core for real estate. Guess what? We got this UWE app, does the same thing, lead capturing tools, everything within an app. Here's some of our agents, our top producing agents. Ashton Henry, Nicola Smith Jackson, she was a beautician. Ashton, he came on a soccer scholarship with little to no money in his pocket, and now he's a multimillionaire. You may recognize his face. look him up on YouTube, as you've seen him on Steve Harvey's show several times, talking about credit. And guess what? They think he's doing it. No, UCES is the services that he uses. And so the young man that I told you that he's not even 30 and he is a multi-millionaire is Alfred Nixon. He's in the Florida market and really cool guy, really, really amazing and humble. I want to show you something real quick. I got to look at the time and see if I have time. I don't. I'll have to show you another time. I want to be respectful of your time. And so here's some more testimonies. If you have any questions about our services, if you say I'm too busy, guess what? Tony Cavallari is a real estate broker. Not only is he a real estate broker, he is a restaurant owner. And he's a top producing leader in our company, leveraging these services to be able to close more deals in the real estate space. So you definitely can juggle this thing with real estate and credit. It works very well together. It's like peanut butter and jelly. So if you have any questions, show any interest, I'm going to tell you you can get back with Vanda, with her, and you can reach out to myself. Any questions? Now, did I give y'all any value? Did I show you any value that you feel like that you can share this value with any clients, potential clients or current clients?
Don't everybody speak at once. And this was not a sales presentation. Anisha asked that question, which made her go into that. But this didn't start off being a sales presentation.
No, it wasn't. I really want to show you the value of these services and what they can do for your client. These services and how they can either help up and coming clients be ready to buy quicker, to give them a roadmap of, okay, this is how we're going to help you buy in the next 3 to 4 months. But you got to do what I tell you to do, right? Or you got those clients that credit my rent, right? That's a resource to help them quickly build their credit. That's number 2. And then number 3 is you got these existing clients that's already purchased a home. You can go back and because, you know, I'm doing that Grant Cardone follow-up training on EXP, right? So even though they bought the house, you could still give them value and say, hey, do you already have your will and trust and medical and financial power of attorney in place? If you don't, I got some value for you because I want to make sure that nothing ever happens, right, to your home, and you keep this within your family as long as you so desire. So that is my desire for you to be able to see this as a valuable tool to be able to to share with those clients. Now, I went through the second part of it because of the question that, was it Sandra she got?
Anicia
asked.
What did I ask?
I thought it was somebody with an S. Okay, but it's Anicia. Is there any other questions for me? Maybe about the services, anything that you want to know?
So, hey, this is Chandra. So I could either refer clients that have the credit issues to you guys and we get a referral fee.
So if you're referring them to, so how it works is if you're referring them to me, you're referring them because they need to get their credit fixed. Now, if you don't get that referral fee because you're not a representative, but you definitely can make some type of arrangement with the agreement, so to speak. If I refer you these people, what we gonna work out basically. Now, as a realtor, a really neat tool. Realtor, mortgage, anybody, a really neat tool that's within our business platform is you can be a referral partner where you send them to me, they sign up, I connect them to you because I've created a referral partner to you, and you can actually log in and check their progress and be able to see when they're ready. So it's a really great way to keep tabs on that client as they're going through the process. And to keep them in your pipeline and to be able to know when to reach out when they're ready to buy.
Okay, that sounds good.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
what if you want to get into the program? Because I run into a lot of clients that I meet on a daily, that the first thing that they say that they can't do is because of their credit. They can't get a house because of their credit. What if I became a representative? How much addition will that be?
So the services, remember, are to get started is $188, and then that monthly fee is $89 for that first 3 months, and then it drops to $69. But again, they can refer more people and get their monthly waived. Now, for a representative to get started, it's only $111 more. So it's less than getting an LLC. It's $299 to get started, the $89 a month. But if you run into people in a daily basis, then your goal really is to just go ahead and get 5 started so that you won't have that monthly overhead. And like I said, for myself, I've been in this company for 3 years and I've never once paid the monthly overhead, because most often than not, people need help with their credit, especially since the pandemic. You all, people credit scores have tanked because they lost their job. They didn't have that rainy day fund. They didn't have things set in place where they had to make a decision to pay bills, and then it affect their credit. So to be able to be an answer to tell them that they don't have to suffer for 7 to 10 years is a huge relief for a lot of people.
And then they can use the program as long as they need it, or keep the program.
Yeah, use a program as long as they need it, and there is no contracts. They can cancel at any time, but we do ask that they stick with the process at least 3 to 6 months to really make sure that they are on a good, healthy credit and financial footing once they're done.
But a representative getting started will be 111, and then the total.
No, ma'am. It's 111 more, so it's $299.
Okay.
I'm just kind of comparing the difference between a client and an agent. It's $299. You're getting everything that the client get, but now you're able to generate that income.
And you can repair your own credit, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You can become a product of the product because that's the thing to do, because it's easy to explain it if you've used it yourself.
Definitely.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Did someone say something? Anicia?
I have a quick question. Okay, so it costs, what you say, $189 for them to sign up, and they pay a monthly fee. What if they cancel and a few months later decide to come back? Will they have to pay that $189 all over again, or just pick up where they left off?
So it's $188. Again, we hope that they stick with the process at least 3 to 6 months. If they cancel, as long as they didn't refund, they just cancel, they can come back at any time. Now, what they pay is up to you, because this is your business. You can get them started at $188. You can give them a discount, and you can give them 50% discount, and they can get started at $138. Or if they're a family member or whoever, and you want to just strictly just say, you know what, waive the whole $100, then they can get started at $89. But you have to understand, whatever discount you give, that's your commission. That comes out of your commission. So I've had people to get started, life circumstances happen, they had to cancel, but then they want to come back. And I've extended to them to just get started at $89. Matter of fact, I'll tell them, go log into your portal and just pay your monthly fee. That's all you got to do to restart back up. I'm not trying to take advantage of people. So they just start for that monthly fee, just go pay it, and let's get going. Okay. Any more questions before we wrap up? We're right at 1 hour. I was trying to stay less, but this is including questions, so we're good.
You did good. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I have a question. She had mentioned that you can, is it with the title?